All right, how's it going, class? My name is Trevor Duffner. I'm going to be the instructor for this Exercise Physiology 1 course. This video is going to be a really brief rundown, essentially what the course is going to be. Since it's online, there's a few different moving parts that I kind of want to talk about. This is not going to be me just running through the syllabus, so please don't skip out of this just because it's an introductory video. It's actually going to give you a lot of pertinent information that's going to be really crucial for you to do your best in this class. So essentially what I'm going to do, kind of run through the course, point some things out for you, talk about our third-party source perusal, which we'll use for our readings, and then we'll kind of go through different parts of the class. First thing I'll do is probably just kind of introduce myself a little bit. So, by name, I'm a second-year doc student here at the University of Central Florida. I got my undergrad and my master's at the University of North Dakota, so a long ways from home. You'll probably hear it in my accent, specifically because you're only seeing me or only hearing me through video. So you'll probably hear me say words different. You can laugh, you can do whatever you want with that. Also, I tend to talk a little fast or stutter a little bit. So if you have trouble understanding some of the things I'm saying during lecture, please let me know, and I will do my best to clarify those things for you. More about me, I guess, what I like to do, obviously, in the exercise field. I like to exercise, I like to keep myself busy. I have another little side job. I bartend on the side, make a little extra money, as well as I've become one of those stereotypical rave guys. I like to go to EDM festivals, like to check all that out. I enjoy the scene. I enjoy all of that, as well as I like being involved in new exercise-related things. So if we're going to go over the course here, share my screen with you guys so you guys can see. So you should be looking at the course here right now. Exercise Physiology 1, APK 4112, right? Best place to probably start, right, is just start at the course introduction. You're going to run through this course syllabus, course schedule right here. We'll take a peek at the syllabus just real quick. The syllabus has all the information that you need that you typically used to, right? You have your required materials, the third-party source. So I'll click on this to get to perusal. So this is the perusal. This is the privacy policy that you can take a peek at. When you actually go into the modules, which I'll do a bit here, it'll prompt you to sign up for perusal. It might do it right there as well. I'm not sure because I'm already signed up. But so this course is going to have an introductory assignment, which is going to be you going and looking at a reading. The course introduction quiz, which is going to be you making sure you get that done so that you can get your financial aid. And then a perusal assignment. So these are going to be one introduction and then 10 normal assignments. They're going to be 10 points each. I'll explain each of these as we get to them. We'll have our lecture quizzes, then we'll have 2 exams with 50 points that I'm going to write myself. Those will be online exams that are proctored. So you will be taking those exams with Proctor Hub. The writing here, right, there'll be closed note, no help with anybody else. Make sure that you are, so just like you're taking a test in person. Extra credit, which I'm sure everyone loves to hear about. There's a few different opportunities you can do for the extra credit. The first opportunity, and the one that we like the most, is that you just get involved in our College of Health Professions and Sciences research. So anything that's done in essentially the kinesiology department by myself or some of the other doc students or some of the other faculty here, as long as you can prove that you completed a study, you can get 15 points extra credit. You can attend a professional conference that interests you, so the ACSM or the NSCA conference. You can write a 10-page double-spaced research paper on a topic that must be approved by me. To be honest, I do not want to read or grade any of these, and I'm sure you do not want to write any of these. That is probably the least preferential option, but that's just in case you can't make it to any of these things. And then opportunity 2 here, really opportunity 4, is to attend the UCF IEPRS conference January 27th through 28th this year. So that's coming up in about 24 days from the date that I'm recording this. It's a good conference. There's a lot of good talks given, especially if you're interested in the field or trying to figure out what you are interested in. You can go ahead and click on this link. It'll take you to the home page, and I'll tell you what you need to do to sign up and what the whole conference is all about. We can see our grade rundown here, just like everything else. 90 to 100 is an A, pretty standard. Breakdown of the points for each of these things that are required. And we'll move on and look at the course schedule here real quick. Let's see where I'll find that. So the course schedule right here, real quick, you can take a peek at it. We have our due dates, our lectures, and our exam weeks. Whatever's written right here is what's going to be due on that date. So on 1/13/2023, the syllabus quiz, the introduction, and the perusal intro are due, right? On 1/16, the muscles move us perusal reading is due, right? On 1/23, the muscles move us quiz And then the chapter 2, food really is fuel perusal is due, and so on and so forth. So essentially every Monday, I believe those are Mondays. Every Monday, you are going to have a reading that is due and a quiz for the chapter that we just went over, right? And then you'll have your lecture for each of those weeks. So when we go over the muscle movements reading, that'll be the 16th, right? Then you can look at the video. Now, obviously, I can't stop you from watching the video first and then going in and doing the reading. You're going to have to do both regardless. But I would highly recommend doing the reading, getting that done, and then listening to the lecture. Now, I'll say this now, and I'll probably say this again. This course is going to be very, very lecture driven. Okay, so most of the content that's going to be on the exams is going to be taken from the PowerPoints and the lectures, right? And I'll give you a little tip. If you're paying attention during my lectures, you're probably going to see me write things down or stop and pause and write things down on a notepad. That's probably a time that it's really important to pay attention because I'm likely writing myself a note to make an exam question out of what I just spoke about, okay? So for those of you who are going to pay close attention to the lecture, which again, I highly recommend you take quality notes while you're doing it, listen to it all the way through. It's going to be the most beneficial thing for you for this course. And then obviously you can use the PowerPoints to review. I'm going to take no questions directly from the reading. However, a lot of the content obviously covered on the PowerPoints is directly from the reading, but I'm not going to be picking out one small little minute detail on one little diagram in the reading, right? I'm trying to get broad concepts covered here, and I'm trying to make sure that you understand the important things that you're being taught in this class, okay? So we'll talk about, I'll go to the exams here, right? Exam week, right? You have your last thing due on the 20th, and then the 20th through the 27th. You have the entire week to do the exam. I will do probably Zoom reviews. So I know this is an online course, so these Zoom reviews will in no way be mandatory at all, but I will probably do Zoom reviews. Well, invite you guys all to a Zoom session. You can ask me questions. I'll go over some of the concepts. These will probably be really, really useful for you, so I'd highly recommend them. And then you can take the exam whenever you wish. So the Zoom review will likely be the day before, probably like either probably the Monday of, so probably the 20th of the exam. We'll go through different concepts, and then you have the whole week to take the exam. Same with the second exam here. This should be highlighted down. I apologize for that, but this is exam 2 week, right? Exam window 4/17 through 4/24. Exam 2 is due that day, and the final grades will be submitted on the 26th. So after the 24th, if you have any discrepancies in your scores, you want to make any argument for something, you got to let me know as soon as possible. And I'll do what I can, and then we will get your grades fixed. Okay, so what we're gonna do, go through the course here real quick, like I promised. We're gonna look probably the best way to navigate this course, the way I like to build my courses, is to navigate through the modules. So click on the modules, go in here, you see your course schedule, you see all of your assignments. Here is the perusal introductory reading assignment. Okay, so we're gonna click on this. Okay, so hopefully we can see this low perusal, right? You're gonna follow to a third-party source. Now, if you have not already, this is gonna prompt you to sign up for our perusal account. And link it to the course. So that's what you're going to do. You're going to come to this course, right? And you're going to see this assignment, okay? And what this really is you don't really have to read this, right? It's good for you. It's going to be good knowledge. And this is going to be basically what we're going through in the first chapter. But what this is more for is that you can get kind of a feel for what perusal is, and you can understand what you're doing. So for each of these perusal assignments, there's a grading scheme that is worked out that you need to post 3 comments. That's 60% of your grade. And then you need to read the entire thing, you need to open the thing, and there's a few other things you can do like likes and whatnot that might give you some points. But just the best way to get 100% on these assignments is obviously to open it first, to finish it second, and then to post 3 quality comments. And how you post these comments is you're gonna go in here and you're gonna say, you can highlight this: muscle is mainly composed of water, right? You can write this comment, you can say whatever, but it needs to be some quality content. You can't say like, wow, that's crazy, for real, you know, whatever, okay? You need to post some sort of quality content. You can say muscles are composed mainly of water. You can say that's interesting. I knew the body was composed mostly of water. Just assume that the muscles were more protein dense. This is a new knowledge, or this is new knowledge to me, right? It needs to be some sort of quality post that can elicit some sort of future conversation. You can also ask questions, and you can post on other people's questions too. So I will try to go through these the best I can. If you have some sort of overarching or really important question to ask me, I apologize, my chair is squeaking here. Some sort of really important question to ask me, make sure you email me that question actually, because I might miss it if it's in here. But you can have discourse through here just like anything else in academia, right? Make sure that you keep things civil. right? Make sure that you're talking to each other with respect. A lot of people are just learning here. So if somebody says something that you don't agree with, you think is dumb, right? That's okay. Do your best to remain, basically just behave as an adult. And on that topic, like I said, you can email me. The best way for this course to communicate with me is going to be through email. So email me specifically through web courses. That's me the best way. But scroll through this, highlight whatever you want. You can highlight that. You can highlight picture. Maybe you can't highlight pictures. You can highlight portions of pictures depending on if they're inserted or if they have text, right? You can read through this, do all these things. This is more for you to play around with perusal. Now, if you go to Course Home or My Courses, right? Let's take out Course Home. You can see all the readings for the course here. Now, this is also going to include the lectures. Now I'm recording lectures right now, today and tonight and tomorrow. So some of them aren't going to appear in this video like I'm showing you right now, but by the time that you get to this course, they will be in here. So you will see them. Okay, so this will be where you can access all of that material, as well as there should be a link back in the modules for you to get to the lectures themselves. Now, I think that's most of what we need to go over here, the reading, the PowerPoint, then the quiz, right? This is the PowerPoint that I'm going to go over. Each lecture is going to be me going through the PowerPoint. Like I said, it's going to be the most important part of this class. Now, I adopt a mentality that's very, very similar to a professor that I had in my undergrad in my physiology class as one of my pre-med classes, right? He was well known as being probably the biggest asshole professor in the department, but also one of the greatest lecturers in the department. And his mentality was this. He was teaching people that wanted to become nurses, doctors, PTs, OTs, right? His mentality is that all those people in that class are going to someday be holding the lives of an individual or the recovery of an individual in your hand. So you should be wanting to learn everything that's provided in the class. And I'm not as extreme as that. I don't think that you should be learning absolutely everything, and I'm not going to be as mean to you guys as he was to us, right? But I think that logic stands strong here. A lot of people in this course, I'm sure, want to be OTs, PTs, ATs, they want to be personal trainers, might want to go in academia, might want to go to med school, right? So the information that you're going to be taught in this class is going to be exceptionally important to you. And I implore you to learn as much as you can from this course, because the information that's going to be provided to you is going to be provided to you in a way that I can hopefully get you to carry on into your future careers. I don't get to go out and affect and provide real meaningful change to individuals who are suffering, right? But some of you, let's say, are going into PT, right? You might have an 80-year-old grandpa who's just trying to get back on his feet so he can walk along with his grandma or with his grandson, or a grandma who's just trying to go on a walk with her granddaughter, or whatever it may be. You're going to be influencing someone's life very, very directly. And I'm hoping that the material that I'm giving you here, the information that I'm giving you here, is going to provide you with a solid base of understanding for what you jump into in your future careers. So I'm going to be very, very passionate in this course. If you know me outside of this, I know a couple of my students will, you're going to find out that I like to do, like I said, things that everybody likes to do. I like to go out. I work at a bar. I like to go to raves. I like to hang out with friends, all these things. If you see me out, come and say hi to me. I love seeing my students. I love talking about this sort of concepts. But in this course specifically, right, this is my career and I take it very, very seriously. And I'm hoping that you take it very, very seriously too. I love this. This is the course that I came here to teach. So I'm going to put a lot of effort into teaching it. I'm going to do the best I can to explain it, as well as for the exams when we do our reviews. When it comes to the content of this course, please, please, please feel free to ask me questions. I'm never going to treat you like you're dumb. Even if I think your question is dumb, because I get those all the time, right? I understand that you're trying, right? If you're asking me a question, you're trying harder than other people are, which is where you get my respect. And I'm going to treat you like an individual who is trying to learn. I'm not going to treat you like you're dumb or you're whatever, right? So please, 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 I hope you enjoy the content of this course, because I'm going to enjoy teaching it to you. And that will be all for the first recording here. So this will be the end of this recording, and then the rest of the recordings for each of the lectures will be posted. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. And good luck in the course.